Hi everyone, welcome to Mpd At A Glance. I'm Sharon Bear.
And I'm Kalani Souza. Hey, did you make it out to our memorial yesterday?
I did. I went out and took photos.
Yeah, so yesterday was our county-wide law enforcement memorial. We honored all the officers and deputies that have given their life during their service to their communities throughout the years. So we do that every year. It's typically the first Wednesday of May every year. It's an annual event that's put on by our local Concerns of Police Survivors group. And it's a really nice memorial, and it's a nice way to remember those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. And as you know, this year, in 2018, was a particularly hard year for us.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah, losing Deputy Hinestroza and then Corporal Singh from Newman PD.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
well,
it was...
there's an event at Sacramento, right?
Yes, so we also have the annual state memorial, which is coming up this week. And then we also have the national memorial, which is held typically the third Wednesday of May every year. And that's the one in D.C. where thousands of police officers from across the nation gather and pay their respects to the family and friends of those names that are added to the wall every year. So
our honor guard is attending, correct?
Yes, our honor guard is attending, and they are raising funds for that. I believe they're selling T-shirts, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. They did their Typicop 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And then they're selling the
T-shirts. They're selling T-shirts. So if that's something you're interested in, then feel free to reach out to us, and we'll put you in contact with the honor guard.
Yeah.
So what's been going on around here?
Well, let's see. On Tuesday, we had a fatal on Yosemite Boulevard. We had an adult female who she passed away due to her injuries from the collision. We also had an arrest on our robbery suspect. So we had posted a couple videos and photos on Facebook from John's Incredible Pizza, Payless Shoe Source, and later that week he was in Red Lobster, committed robbery, and when he fled, the description was put out over the air and officers located him. So he's been charged with all 3 counts. His name is Michael Fitzgerald of Modesto, and he's 52 years old, so he's been arrested.
Oh, all right. How about the accident? Are they still investigating that, or is there someone that maybe our viewers can contact if they witnessed it?
Yes. So our traffic officer, Ryan Olson, he is the lead investigator on this case, and he is looking for witnesses. So he's requesting that you email him at olsonr@modestopd.com.
All right. So if you have any info, give Ryan an email. So, it sounds like we've been busy on that side of the house. And we've had a lot of community events this week, too. Started off with our youth summit on Tuesday,
yes.
Which is our 3rd annual youth summit. It's held for kids that are involved in Modesto City Schools' ROP program with the criminal justice classes there. So the nice thing about that, it's all Modesto area schools. So they all go over to Davis High School. They sit through these classes. It's a really good program. So they got to get exposed to some scenarios.
The clergy council.
The clergy council was out there. Yes,
yeah.
Our crime prevention unit is the one that hosted it. So I know they stayed really busy on Tuesday with all that. So we had over 100 kids attended.
That's great.
So it was a good day out there at the park. So
this is the 3rd annual youth summit. So if you're interested, get a hold of Modesto City Schools next year.
Yes. Yeah, and then followed later that night, we had our Typicop out at Chili's raising money for the Special Olympics.
Pretty good turnout.
It was a good turnout. Yeah, I was out there that night for a couple hours, and a pretty good turnout. They said it was a little busier than normal on a Tuesday, which is a good thing. Yeah. So we had a lot of helpers from the Special Olympics from our local team that competes. So it was fun watching them out there and them telling us their stories about what they play and all that stuff. Way more athletic than me.
Oh, yeah.
Way more athletic.
They have their track meet this weekend at MJC.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Their track meet this weekend. So thank
Come
you to
on out
everybody
and support.
thank you to everybody who came out for that too. And then we have a couple other events coming up. We've got May 10th is the Buyer High versus Mpd basketball game. So it's that afternoon on May 10th. So that'll be a good one. You come out and show your support for our high school students, and some of our very own Mpd officers will be out there playing basketball. So I wonder if
you root for?
Yeah,
that's the question.
I wonder if our taller officers will be out there. So I know one of Ryan's like 6'4". So is that cheating if we bring in all the tall guys?
No, because I'm sure they're going to have their tall guys.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. Yeah, and then the next day, it's an athletic weekend for us. The next day, we've got our annual Mpd versus MFD softball game out at the Modesto Nuts Stadium out at John Thurman Field.
Who won last year?
Mpd won last year. Mpd won. So we're going to see if we can make it 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that should be good. It starts at 4 p.m. next week on May 11th at John Thurman Field. And then the Modesto Nuts are in the middle of a homestand that weekend. So you could watch a bunch of amateurs play softball, and then you can watch the professionals out there playing baseball. So
will they do fireworks that night?
It's a Saturday, so I think they do them on Saturdays. I'll have to look.
Yeah. All right.
So it should be a fun-filled weekend.
Well, we hope to see you there. think that about wraps it up.
Yeah, I think that about wraps it up. So we'll see everybody next week. Thanks for joining.
All right.